Hi everyone, I hope you're okay, and I hope that the videos we keep uploading are helping you out. On this video, I'll be tackling the third question from the preliminary exam which was written in the year of 2024 in the province of Mpumalanga. Please do expect a total number of 9 videos since the question paper had 9 questions in total. And that simply means each and every question will have its own video. And please guys, do take this seriously. I strongly believe that knowing how to tackle exam questions will give you an edge whenever you write your preliminary exam and most importantly your final examination. So please guys, do share the video to your peers so that they may have the same edge as you, and please do help us grow the channel by just subscribing. Okay, we are told that the sketch below shows the graph of f of x and g of x, and the x-intercept is at -6 and 0, and the y-intercept for both f and g is at 0 and -3. The point 2:5 lies on the graph of g of x. Okay, we have two types of functions over there. We have a hyperbolic function and an exponential graph. Okay, let's just answer the questions. For which values of x is f of x equal to g of x? Tell us the values of x whereby the two graphs intersect. The two graphs will intersect over there on the y-axis. And on the y-axis, I know that the x value is equal to 0. Are we together? So that's the only place whereby the two graphs will intersect one another. Okay, and then I must write down the equation of the asymptotes of the graph of f. So the graph of f of x, guys, is a hyperbolic function and it has two asymptotes. Are you together? It has both the horizontal asymptote as well as the vertical asymptote. This is our horizontal asymptote over there at y is equal to -1, and our vertical asymptote at x is equal to -2. So over there I can simply say my vertical asymptote is just x is equal to -2, and the horizontal asymptote is y being equal to -1. I'm supposed to determine the equation of g of x. G of x, guys, remember that g of x is my exponential function, right? And we are given, guys, a restriction on our exponential graph. We have an asymptote when at y is equal to -4. So for me to find the g of x, I can simply say g of x is equal to b to the power x. Instead of writing plus c, I can simply say -4 because the horizontal asymptote is at y is equal to -4. Then the only thing I need to do is to find the value of b. I can substitute an extra point over there to find the value of b. Excuse me. And then I'll end up having 5 and 2 are together. I'll just substitute the point x and y are together. Whenever I come across x, I'll just substitute 2. Whenever I come across y, I'll just substitute a 5. And then all I have to do now, guys, is to just solve for b. If I take the -4 to the other side, I'll end up having 9 is equal to b squared. And then take square roots on both sides. Yes, b is equal to plus or minus 3. Are you together? However, since b is the one that has an exponent, b will forever be a positive number. So therefore b is just equal to +3, and hence g of x is just equal to 3 to the power x minus 4. G of x is just equal to 3 to the power x minus 4. Then I must write down the range of f of x. Okay, if I scan my graph, guys, from moving from bottom to, if ever I scan my graph from down to the top, I can see my graph of f of x everywhere, guys, according to y. But the only place whereby my graph is not defined is there when y is equal to -1. So my range, I can simply say y is an element of real numbers, but y cannot be equal to -1. That's the range of my function. And then now I must determine the equation of k if k is the reflection of g on the x-axis followed by a translation of 4 units down. Okay, for us to find k, guys, for us to find k of x is basically a negative g of x, because whenever, guys, you translate on the x-axis, you are just changing the sign of y. Are you together? This is the first transformation, the reflection on the x-axis, and then if ever you translate your graph 4 units down, basically you must just say -4 over there. -4. So this statement over here will help us to find the equation of k. So k of x will end up being negative. Remember that g of x, we found that guy over there. So g of x is just equal to 3 to the power x minus 4. We still have a -4. So k of x is just negative 3 to the power x plus 4 minus 4. K of x is just equal to negative 3 to the power x. So that's how, guys, you're supposed to write the equation of k of x. K of x is equal to negative 3 to the power x, or you can write it like this: k of x is equal to negative 3 to the power x. Then now we must determine the equation of p of x, the axis of symmetry of f, if the derivative of p is less than 0. This simply means that p is a decreasing function. I'm looking for the axis of symmetry, guys, of my graph, whereby the axis of symmetry is a decreasing function. Decreasing function simply means the gradient is negative. The gradient is negative. So I'll simply have a graph like this. I'll simply have a graph like that. So I know that already the gradient is equal to -1. The point of intersection, the point where the two asymptotes meet, the x value is -2 and the y value is just -1. So I'll simply use the equation that says y is equal y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1, right? So y minus y1, that's -1. M is just equal to -1 as well. And then x, that's -2. Y plus 1 is equal to negative x minus 2. And then y is just negative x minus 3. So the equation of p of x, which is the axis of symmetry, is just negative x minus 3. And then now we are being asked for which values of x is the product of x and the derivative of g greater than 0. Basically, I'm looking for the values of x whereby the graph of g is either increasing and x is positive at the same time, or the graph is decreasing whereas x is negative. So the graph of g of x, guys, is forever increasing. Are you together? The graph of g of x is forever increasing. So I'm just looking for the values of x whereby my graph is on the right hand side of the y-axis, because I know that both my graph will be positive and the value of x will be positive. So the product of the two will just give me a positive answer. Are you together? So over here, guys, when x is greater than 0, my graph is increasing, number one, and x is obviously positive from the right hand side of the y-axis. So the answer over there, guys, you can simply say x is greater or equal to 0. That's how, guys, you're supposed to tackle that question over there. So please do stay tuned and wait for more videos. Thank you.